First Corinthians.
Where am I at? Chapter 15, verse 33 and 34. Simple one here.
That's right.
1 Corinthians 15, verse
That's a good
33
one.
and 34. I love
That's a
this
really good one.
My mentor, Kathleen, told me this verse is very often out of his mouth. It's so important to understand this.
It really is.
Do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits. Awake to righteousness and do not sin. For some do not have the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame. Careful who you're hanging around with, guys. Like I always say, you guys have probably heard me say this a million times. You show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
That's right.
You show me your people, you show me the people you're around. If you're hanging around 7 non-ambitious, partying, not taking care of their kids, you're gonna be the 8th bum. It's real simple. If you're hanging around 7 people who are ambitious and who are living for God and say, hey man, I don't want to go out tonight. Like not everybody has a problem with alcohol. I get that, but like, hey man, let's not go out tonight. Why don't you come over and let's do a little Bible study? You're gonna be the next person who's gonna rise up and be of God. You're gonna be the next person who becomes successful. You show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you are a light barrier, if you bring light into the world, you are contagious to everybody. And it's very important to understand that. It's very important to understand that when you walk in a room, you change the atmosphere. And not everybody that is attracted to you is going to be good. And if your cup runneth over, don't be pouring on everybody who you know isn't meant to be poured on, because some people just want to be sick. It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let your cup run out of blessings for helping people who have no interest in helping themselves.
That's right.
You know what? Ecclesiastes 4 real quick. We still have a couple minutes. I don't know if we do, but we're just going to hit this last one. And we're going to be 4, 9 through 12.
What was it?
Chapter 4, verse 9 through 12. And if we remember, you know, when he said, you know, where where 2 or more are gathered in my name,
His presence, yes.
I will be in the midst.
That's right.
Where 2 or more are gathered in my name. He's very, very blunt about everything. You can't be misguided with the Bible unless you choose to be, unless your heart is evil.
If you're willful.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. And you know, I seen a post about like what the Pope did the other day, but that's not his first time doing that. Like he said that you know, all religions lead to God. That's not what this says. That's not what your Catholic Church used to say. That's you're evil. You're deceiving. You aren't
Heresy,
of God.
bro.
You aren't of God.
Heresy, man.
Exactly.
You straight heresy.
Yeah.
Like, and he leads millions.
That's
There's
why
millions
I
of
can't
people
get
that
down with
follow
it, man.
him.
I want to be a part of the Catholic Church because of the size. But look at this guy.
Dude.
Look at this guy.
This
My
guy-
brother just converted to Catholicism, and I was like trying to have a conversation with him about it the other day. He's like, so what about the Pope, you know? And his Mexican, you know, Catholic girlfriend sitting right next to her, God bless her. And, you know, he's just like, oh, well, you know, he's a great guy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I just had to back off the conversation because they were willfully ignoring
Yes.
the situation. I mean,
Yeah.
he's obviously a heretic, and
Oh,
you know,
100%.
so I don't know, man.
100%.
But anyway,
He
That's
goes
why
back and forth and is wishy-washy about homosexuality.
he
too.
does.
It's like he says that it's okay, and then he takes it back.
Guys, let me finish this.
Sorry.
yeah.
Because if you guys give me talking about the Pope, I will talk for an hour on the Pope.
Sorry.
All right, guys. 4, 9 through 12. All right. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls. For he has no one to help him up. Again, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one be warm alone? Though one may be overpowered by another, two can withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. For he comes out of prison to be a king, although he was born poor in his kingdom. It's very clearly stating it's not good to be alone.
Yeah, this verse was the one that we did when we got married, remember?
Yeah,
When we
dude.
tied the
Tied
cord?
the cord.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely.
It's very important for us to not be alone as
Absolutely.
followers of Christ, because you have to understand you're outnumbered, but you are not overpowered.
For
Not
sure.
by a long shot, but you are very outnumbered
Yeah.
by a huge percentage, but you aren't even close to being overpowered. But there's times where your faith is going to be less than, and there's times where your heart is going to be swaying, and there may be times where you